Hello, friends. Today we're going to talk about open position chords. We're going to talk about the chords on the sheet that's linked to the description. Let's talk about the chords on the left-hand side, D, D minor, D7, D minor 7, and then the chords on the right-hand side, G, C, B7, and F. And we are going to leave E, the E column, and the A column for another day because we are going to talk about those chords in relation to bar chords, okay? So, here we go. Open position chords. There's a couple of concepts that you really need to know that I don't see anyone else talking about. Let's talk about the D chord. Now, anytime you play these open position chords, well, most of the time, a lot of times, you know, I like to be comfortable when I play. I don't like to be uncomfortable. I like to sound good, and I want you to sound good, and I want you to be comfortable, and I want you to be successful on the guitar. And so this is how we do it. All right, when I play these open position chords, I touch the guitar like this. See my hand? It's open, like that. And I touch the guitar. There's a knuckle right here at the end of your finger, right here where the back of your hand is. Right there, that knuckle. What we're going to do is we're going to, on the opposite side, right here, we're going to touch the guitar like that. Okay? And then we're going to lightly grab the guitar. Well, it's not really grabbing the guitar, but don't grab it like a shovel or, you know, like this. But just touch the guitar like this, and then put your thumb on the back, and then make the chord. Okay? And you'll notice that your fingers curve naturally around. That happens with the D chord, with the D minor chord, with the D7 chord, the D minor 7. Now the D minor 7 is a little different because of the way we play it. Happens with the G chord, C chord, B7, and F is a little bit different. So the D minor 7 and the F are a little different than what we just talked about. But you touch the guitar for the D chord, the D minor chord, the D7, the G, the C, and the B7. So you're always touching right there, and that's to get that nice curve to the fingers. There's another thing that happens here, especially with an F chord. You'll notice that you can see my guitar really well, right? And you'll notice that I'm talking to you and facing you, and so that you can see me. But I don't know if you noticed exactly what position my body is in relation to the guitar. Let me take the guitar away, okay? Can you see that? I'm not facing square to the camera like this, okay? And then my guitar over here like this. I actually turn my body to the side like this, okay? So that I'm facing this way, and then I put my guitar on my lap. Well, the waist of the guitar right here goes right there on my leg when I'm playing this guitar, okay? And then I present the guitar to you just like this. But I'm actually facing this direction, and I'm turning my head so that I can talk to you, all right? This is very important because if you don't do this, if you don't put this guitar in this position, then you won't be able to play the C chord very well or the F chord very well, or sometimes the other chords very well. Now let me turn my guitar, let me turn my body facing you and leave my guitar where it is, and you'll see, now I'm facing you head on, okay? Look at my guitar. You see that? See what position it's in? The reason I don't face you like this and play is because you can't see my guitar very well, okay? So we don't want that, do we? So what I do is I turn to the side and I present my guitar to you like this. Now, you need to do the same thing. When you're playing, you need to put the guitar, the waist of the guitar on your leg, and you need to have the neck angle about a 45-degree angle. Like here's straight, and then there's the guitar neck, like that. You understand? Okay, so I'm going to turn again. And that's how I'm doing it. See, I'm actually facing this way. Now here's the D chord. Okay. Here's the, let's see, what's the next one? Oh, D minor. Sometimes I touch like that, and sometimes I bring my hand underneath a little bit. Okay, here's the D7. This is a chord that I actually touch the guitar right there, like we talked about. It's actually a lot, it's very high up on the neck. It's very close to the nut. See that? Okay, and now I'm going to do D minor 7. And what I do here is I actually get my hand close to the guitar neck like this, and I tuck my elbow, right? It's not out, but it's tucked so that my hand is like this, and my guitar. In fact, if I were to draw a line from here to here, right? Then what you would see is that this guitar neck would lay right on that line, okay? There's my D minor 7. Let's skip to F, because now that's over on the right-hand side of the page on the bottom. That's the same chord, almost, except this finger now goes down on the D string 3rd fret, okay? Here's the F chord. 1st string, 1st fret, 2nd string, 1st fret, 3rd string, 2nd fret, 4th string, 3rd fret. And I actually put my hand on the back of the guitar like this, right? And let my fingers just curl around, like that. Now, I don't play on the front part of my fingers, like this. I actually play on the sides of my fingers, right there, like that. F chord. Here's a B7, okay? Here's a C. Now the C chord is very similar to the F because I've got my elbow tucked, I've got my hand close to the body. Make sure that you have the guitar neck at an angle to your body. Remember, not across the body, but like this. There's your C chord. And then the last one, of course, is the G chord. I'm touching right there. If you want to know more details about the G chord, then go see the chord 6 Ways to Play the G Chord, okay? And that's, I'll put that in the description. I'll even put the link right here on the screen so you can see it. And click on it and go see that video, okay? Let's see. Let's zoom in. Here are the chords. First we're going to do the D chord. I play the D chord 3 different ways. I play it like this. Now remember, we're touching right there. Okay, touch the guitar. And I just bring my fingers around like that. My second finger goes on the E string. My first finger goes on the G string, the 3rd string up, 2nd fret. And this finger goes on the 2nd fret, 2nd string, 3rd fret. Just like that, okay? That's a very common way to play the D chord. It's a great way to play the D chord. I do it this way all the time because you can do a lot of different other chords with it. Now, there's another way to play the D chord that I absolutely love. This is my favorite. That's playing it with my little finger, like this. And some of you may say, oh, that's really hard to do. It may be really hard to do, but it's very beneficial. It's very good. And I'll show you why in just a second. If you can't get to this really quickly, it's the same thing, except you put your middle finger, your 2nd finger up on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, your 3rd finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret, and your little finger right there. Okay, if that feels weird, do you know your D7 chord? This one right here? It's the 3rd one down on the left-hand side on the sheet. What you do is you put your 1st finger right there, and then you put these 2 fingers on the 2nd fret, right? There's your D7. One time I had a song that I had to play my D chord, and then I had to go to D7. This was when I was first learning to play the guitar. And so I had the song, and I could not do that. I could not go from D to D7, and I was very frustrated. And I kept working at it, but it wasn't working very well. And then one day, I looked at this and I saw that I had my D7 chord, and if I took my little finger and did that, there's my D, there's my D7. So I went, right? Bang! I could do it so easily. So If you can't do this one, try your D7, put your little finger down, and see how that works for you. Okay, another way to play the D chord is to bar your finger across like this and cover these 3 strings with one finger and put this finger, your second finger, on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, like that. It's a great D chord. I use it all the time when I do this. Okay, so I do use that D chord like that. Can you see it? Okay, so 3 ways. This way, standard way, this way, my way, and this way. They're very good ways. Okay, let's go to the D minor chord. This chord, I've got my elbow tucked, okay, underneath, and I've got my hand very close to the neck, playing on the sides of my fingers. My hand is very close to the neck. My thumb is on the back like this, very relaxed. Same way with the D chord. I'm touching the guitar here. My fingers go around, and then my thumb is just barely touching on this side like that, just slightly. Okay, there's your D chord. All right, D minor, D7. Okay, this is the one we talked about just a few minutes ago. D7 and D minor 7. Okay, D minor 7, I usually use one finger, my first finger, and I bar the 1st fret, 1st string, 1st fret, 2nd string, like that. Okay, just like that. I've got my hand very close to the neck. Put this finger right here, play on the side of my finger, and you're playing your D string open. That one right there. Just like that. Okay? Now, let's go to the top right and play the G chord. Now, there's several ways I play the G chord. One way like this, great chord. Another way, my favorite way, is to mute that A string with my middle finger. I just touch the A string like that. I don't even use this finger. It just hangs out there. And this string is being muted. The A string is being muted. And all the other 5 strings are being played. Great way to play the G chord. Okay. C chord. This is a tricky one. Okay, we talked about getting your body in the right position. I'm sitting this way. My guitar is right there. Okay, and here's the C chord, like that. You see how close my hand is to the neck? Okay, my hand is actually on the back of the neck here. And when I put my fingers on, you see I'm not dropping my hand like this and trying to push on the front of my fingers or the tips of my fingers like this. I'm actually got my hand underneath, putting my hand right there, just bring my fingers around, and I actually play on the sides of my fingers right there, and there you go. There's your C chord. Okay, very easy chord to play once you get your body and your hand in the right position. Next chord is B7. Okay, love this chord. Works well with the E minor. People are strange, you know. Okay, so here we go. Your little finger, well, let's start. Where should we start? Oh, let's start right here. Second finger, A string, 2nd fret, right? First finger, D string, 1st fret. Next string is open. Nope, it's not open. Sorry. Ring finger is on the 3rd string up, 2nd fret. Next string is open. Little finger is on the E string right there. And there's your B7. Just like that, okay? Now, if you can, get to your bass note first. If you play your E minor chord like this finger is already in position to play your B7. Okay. One more chord, F. Okay, there's F. It's a lot like D minor 7. There's D minor 7, except the ring finger, your 3rd finger, is on the D string, 3rd fret. Okay, see my hand position here? Remember, I'm sitting this way, and my guitar is like this, okay, at an angle to my body. My hand is underneath, and my fingers, and I'm even touching or very, very close, and my fingers, I just curl my fingers around and put them on the guitar, and that's what they look like, just like that, okay? There we go. There's a C, there's an F. Hey. Very nice. You know that song? Hey! Ho! Right? Okay, F and C, very similar. This part of my hand right here doesn't change hardly at all. Nothing happens like this. So there you have it. There are the open position chords. We've got the D, the D minor, the D7, the D minor 7, the G, the C, the B7, and the F. All the chords on the outside of that sheet. Tune in next time for the E chords and the A chords, because these are very critical to learning how to play your bar chords. We'll see you later. Oh, wait a minute. Can you subscribe? Hit the subscribe button and like this video. And don't forget to comment if you need some help. We'll see you later.